for it. This is 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Romo. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ricky Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play. Sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time is definitely an or not.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
7-7.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Romo not coming off the field. He's going to lead the offense up here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Romo. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd
third and short. They'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. 70 range.
On first down, Romo gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And that's caught at the 25. 36 yards on the play.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Romo, eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, 30, 20,
If
10,
you were me, you do this
and he
too.
will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Cowboys 7. Morton Anderson.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Romo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And now for the third time, Romo intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
They'll take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
On first down, Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Romo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Dorsett. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Romo on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ricky Jackson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. From the gun, here's Romo. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Conversion.
Operating from the gun, Romo. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Alvin Kamara on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Rolling to his right. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. picked off by Deion Sanders.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now Romo. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Romo on the keeper. To the sideline and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Romo steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Antrell Roll with a pick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
New Orleans.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
They'll turn to Kamara. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Romo escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Romo on the screen. It's Herschel Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ricky Jackson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Antrell Roll with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
8-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
11-yard line.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And
Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Jackson.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
10.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He's back to throw.